What's up, guys? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again with more set review content for you. Continuing Quints movie set today with Carmen, Tyler, and Tanner.
What's up?
Hello.
And we are moving on to Green, which is what Yotsuba and
Miku
some Miku
and
cards,
some
right?
Itsuki.
Okay, 3 girls. 3 for the price of 1.
Mm-hmm. Green's a good color.
But all right, I'm gonna jump into it and start talking about the Yotsuba level 1 combo. On your turn, gets 500 power for each of your other Quints characters, gets to 65, 75 with Climax. And when this card attacks, if the bar is in your Climax zone and you have another character, wow, what a cost, check up to X cards and add a Quints character. X is equal to the number of cards in your memory plus 3.
Popping out at 7.
Up to a
Yeah.
max of 7, yeah.
It's Maguro, but better.
7 card Maguro. Wow.
Yep, card's really good.
It's like always 4, right?
I mean,
it's always 4 as long as you open 1 memory card.
I mean, the best part is it's deck speed all game long. The combos off bar, you just have it most of the time.
And that's what
Yeah.
Ramorous is for too. You slam it over and over.
You can Ramorous into your level 1 combo and just do it, yeah.
Yeah, because it's during turn, gains 500s. You don't get punished for summoning it.
Seems good.
Oh, this combo's dumb. It's just like infinite deck speed. I don't know. So many sets would be like so happy to have this, and it's funny because like Yotsuba's like the other deck that's good that no one talks about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Yotsuba deck's like totally fine, except it's outshined by the 2 other decks you probably already know about. But the Yotsuba deck is very good. Card's a big reason why.
I know the Yotsuba deck has been a favorite of Tyler's so far.
Yotsuba's more fun than Itsuki in my opinion.
More fun than Itsuki, sure. And the finisher is really funny.
Yeah, which we can talk about right now.
Which we can talk about, yeah.
Oh man, she's making some kind of face there.
I never noticed that before.
Yeah, 3/2 Yotsuba. Recollection: if you have 3 or more Quints characters in your memory, this card gets 1,000 power and the following effect: on attack, you may pay 2, ditch 2, burn 2, and then on play you can heal. And then also with the Climax, which is a bar, when it attacks, if you have 3 or more characters, you may pay 1, burn 2.
In memory.
Oh, in memory. You have to have 3 more memory. Okay.
Yeah. That's the big requirement.
This
you
card
have
is
3 or more memory to do both. If you don't have 3 or more memory, then all she is a healer.
It's Yukino on attack.
Yeah, you guys remember Birdcage Diva Yukino?
Yeah, this is Yukino on attack. Like literally, Yukino on attack.
Hype.
I like that because of the way it's split up, it can just be Marine.
Yeah.
It can just be pay 1, burn 2. If you don't have the Climax for some reason when you're playing 8 bar, which I don't know how that happens, you can still pay 2, ditch 2, burn 2. This combo's good. I like it.
Card seems good. Mm-hmm.
Definitely an A combo.
People are big on the Itsuki, but this card shouldn't be slept on.
No, this card's
super efficient, super cheap.
Well, it's expensive, but it can be cheap. Like it's expensive.
I mean,
that can be expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so it is pretty cheap.
It's as expensive as you want it to be. That's the best part. You can get a couple burns off without having to commit to the entire combo.
Yeah, you can do as much as you can pay for, which is nice. You're not like punished for fielding multiples. You can take it cheap and then just do one big one, or you can, if you have all the resources, just go off. I like it.
It's also on attack, unlike Yukino, which is a significant upside to it. Yukino was on reverse.
Yeah,
what a card.
Yep. I remember when Yukino was the scary finisher. Not anymore. All right, next card. Tanner.
All right. If this card is in your memory, that finisher gets 500 power. And on reverse, you may put a card from hand to clock. If you do, search for a Yotsuba.
I like that this is costless.
Absurd. You grab your combo, you grab your Ramorous, you get a memory.
I mean, yeah, it's really good in that deck. Yeah, I like that it's costless memory.
Specific. Yeah.
Because if you're dinging paying 1 all game, building up to that finisher can be a bit of a bitch. But in that deck, makes it tick. You probably like max out on this, right? It's probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do 4 of this.
Yeah, just because it's costless, just because it's free.
This card is also a memory condition for something else. Oh,
It's for
One
power.
of the cards, slide 30.
Yeah, the 1/1.
The 1/1 sends this card for free to memory
Okay.
from waiting room.
That's
Okay,
it.
so it's one of those ones where you have another way to send it. All right, everyone's favorite girl, Tyler.
Yo, when she comes in play from hand, reveal top. If it's a character with Miku in name or the 2/0 event, choose one of your characters against 1,000 power. And when this card's sent from stage to waiting room, you may reveal up to 3 cards from top of your deck. If you revealed 1 or more characters with Miku in their name, add it to hand, send 1 card, send the remaining cards to the waiting room, choose 1 card in your hand, send it to the waiting room.
And that event is from the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it does. though.
You need a Miku to play it. Choose a character that doesn't have a marker. Place it under it as a marker. Give it 2k. And then choose a Miku salvage. So give a marker, salvage a card.
All right. On death Rize is significantly better than on reverse Rize, like by miles. On reverse Rizes, I'd never play unless I am forced to. On reverse Rizes, I would go out of my way to try to play. But playing Miku is way too much of an opportunity cost. But in Miku, this card's pretty good.
I just wish they didn't scuff Miku's climax combo in every single set.
I think the level 1 combo in this set is fine. I think
No,
the
the finishers.
the finisher I don't think is good enough.
No,
And
all of them.
None
The
of
set
Miku's
the set
finishers.
1/1, or is that set 2? What's the one that Icy Tails 2?
This one.
That's the first one.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
I thought that one was always like
Oh
okay.
no, that is the set 1, yeah.
The set 1/1 I thought was
restander
fine.
for free is the
Wait,
set 2 one.
Doesn't this set's Miku also Icy Tail for 2 cards?
I don't fucking
No, this
know.
one's an Icy Tail for 4.
Oh, okay. That seems fine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the other
It doesn't-
Miku was like
it
pay
doesn't even
1,
burn.
pay 1, Icy 2, Mocha 2. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's-
that might be good enough.
It's the cheap safe finisher, yeah.
I wanted to make a joke, but it's a bad joke. I'll make Miku's expense. Let's talk about a better card. Brian, go ahead.
Wow. This card activates up to 1 time per turn. When you use an act ability, this card gains a soul, so it swings at 2. And you can pay 1, send an Itsuki from your waiting room to the bottom of your clock on play if you did search your deck for a level 1 or lower Itsuki. So it is a Riki that swings at 2.
Card's dumb as fuck.
Yep, and then you set your experience too, because Itsuki needs experience.
Yeah, this card literally does everything for that deck. It's a costless beater in a deck that doesn't care about anything. So it's like fine to drop throughout the game as a chumper, or you can side. Like it opens up like stupid dumb options that you should never have that you just get for free.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
sets all your experience.
We're about to see that trend here. They gave Itsuki literally anything she could ever want in this set.
I do give this the fucking A+. This card deserves it. This is like I just got the deck in, the JP version of the deck, and I've been playing it a little bit because I know people don't like playing into it that much, so I don't play it that often. But like this card is just so stupid. I can't stress enough. Like every worry you had in the set 2 deck of whiffing your experience just goes away. Because you just run even more copies of a card that can set it. Like, you don't care about ricking at 1. This card doesn't ricky from the top of your deck. It rickies from grave. So you just set your experience. Set your color, too. Perfect. Alright, next card. 3/2 Yotsuba. If you have 4 more characters with Yotsuba, this is an early play. Play to level 2. During your turn, if you have 3 more characters with Yotsuba within their card name in memory, this card gets 2,500 power in the following effect. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, you may send that card to memory. It's a memory kick. It is a stock healer. So it is an 11/5 all the time, or on during your turn. It is 11/5 on turn memory kicker. That is a stock healer. That's pretty good. Played this card in Assault Lily without
Seems all right, yeah.
for 500 less power without a memory condition, and that card was good.
Yeah, and at level 2, if you should very much have at least 3 memory with this deck. So
You would
Yeah.
hope so, unless you're running.
I like that it's
incredibly
stock
poorly.
light.
Yeah.
I like that it's stock light because you're playing 8-bar. You can get your hand back. Have that dumb combo that you can loop. Hand's not the problem, so it's perfect for that deck. Next, Tanner.
all right, level 0 2K. Yotsuba, rest this card. If you have a full field of Quints characters, draw 1, ditch 1. And if you have a card in memory, choose one of your characters. During this turn, it gets the following of, or rest this card. During the turn, it gets the following effect: 500 power, and on reverse, send the top card of your opponent's clock to waiting room. If you do, send that character to clock. So, clock kick plus 500 seems fine.
Card's just worse than the Itsuki one from set 1.
The Itsuki one has like a salvage effect.
Yeah, it's pay 2 rest salvage.
Doesn't have a memory condition, and it's in the same color. So this is just a side grade for Yotsuba. It's probably a downgrade.
Helps you play full field of Yotsuba. That's a
About
She's
it.
landing like Iron Man.
superhero landing. Her knees hurt.
Next card. Tyler.
We have a 1/0 Itsuki counter. If you have 5 or more characters with the Itsuki in name, this card gets to be a level 0 counter. And experience during your turn if the total level of the cards in your level zone is 2 or higher for each of your other characters with the Itsuki in their name. This gets 1,000 power. So it's a body and a backup, but I don't like it.
I don't like these cards that require you to have a full field of Itsuki, because as we talked about in the deck tech, losing one lane means these cards do nothing.
Yep.
So I'm not a fan. That is a deck that you are sometimes forced to go under, and don't want to run cards that punish you. Next.
All right, 1/1 Yotsuba. It's a level assist. On play, you get to send that Yotsuba memory Ricky thing from before to memory, and has when you trigger a bar, you can draw ditch. So
That's
it's,
fine.
It's an earlier bar filter for Yotsuba. The only one they had before, I think, was a level 2, the one that changed into the Neg Soul finisher from set 1.
Yeah, that card's bad.
So this gives your characters a little bit of extra power, gives you filter for your gold bars early, and also furthers your memory stacking game plan. So seems pretty solid in Yotsuba.
That's compression neutral. You spend one, but you have a card that you want stacks in memory because they each give 500 power to your finisher. I'm down. Next.
Soul Trigger pushes damage.
Does push damage.
2/1 2500 counter. Who is this? Is this Yotsuba?
This is Yotsuba.
Okay. When you use this card's backup, if you have 2 or more cards in your memory, you may pay 1. If you did, search your deck for a character, add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. The backup that searches can thin on your opponent's turn? Maybe that becomes randomly relevant? I don't know. This seems fine. I don't think it's crazy or anything. I think you have much better 2/1 counters to be playing.
Yeah, that's what I felt when I played it. I said I would rather run other 2K counters because I normally would end up rathering using memory kick over this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memory kick's a little bit more generally useful.
Yeah, and this could only go on Yotsuba. He's the only character with memory. Alright, next. Tanner.
Alright. 2/1 Miku, 3K. All of your other Quints characters with markers gain 500. And all the characters in front of this have level assist. On play, choose a character with Miku that does not have a marker, and choose a character with Miku in their card name and place it underneath this card face up as the marker.
Pretty sure it eats it from stage.
Well,
Pretty sure it eats the character from stage.
Does it?
that's how I'm reading this, but
Choose one of your characters with Miku and card name.
And as long as it
Choose
doesn't have a
something.
marker,
That's what it looks. That's how it reads in Japanese. Yeah, based on this translation.
this translation might be wrong. Let me.
Because normally if cards don't specify a zone, then it's implicitly field.
What card number is this? 34.
34.
Art of the cards. Waiting room. It markers from waiting room.
Okay, yeah, that's
It gives a character a marker from
That
waiting
makes
room.
it better.
marker from field seemed a little weird.
I mean, when
Yeah.
every single other Miku card markers from waiting room, I was like, I don't think that's right.
I like that it's like a pseudo 2K assist to level 3s. Level 5 is nice. The characters with markers, which should be most of them if you're playing this Miku deck. Seems okay. It's a way to like give a character a marker to turn on these effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's fine. Better card. Tyler.
Okay, we got the 2-1 Itsuki experience. During your turn, if you have a total level experience of 5 or higher, card gains 5,500 power, and the following effect. When its scores are reverse, you can clock kick or clock swap. And then when this is placed on stage from your hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to one door trigger icon climax. So like the Ichika, now you have one that can search for doors. Well, not salvage, but search.
Does each girl have one of these? Does Yotsuba have a bar searcher, or is it just bar?
It's just bar. I don't think they have a bar searcher.
I don't recall one.
And
This
I also don't think
card's
Miku
stupid.
has pants.
Card's so stupid.
Well, pants and bar kind of play into themselves anyway.
Yeah, but this card's really insane.
We gushed about this card in the deck tech already.
Yeah, it's gross.
Being able to rip a door out of your deck, just to give like a TLDR, being able to rip a door out of your deck in a deck that can easily loop combo, where the combo can easily win field cross turn, means that when you hit level 2, you can, if you need the hand back to extend hand to like answer your opponent's board or something like that, you can play down this card, search a door, combo off again, get more cards back because you have a 9-card hand size. As well as this card like removes sticky threats from this board. This card is 12-5 base, 13-5 with climax. You tap down the back row to give it another 2k. That's 15-5. This card will realistically kill and remove anything while you having to commit very little to it. Really disgusting card. I'm actually going to give it the A+.
Is there anything reason why these are all level 5s, or is it just because Quints is 5?
The usual amount of experience
just
for like level 2s to have an effect is 5.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was flavor or
I don't think it's flavor.
normal cost.
Most of the time, experience doesn't really matter with Itsuki anymore.
Yeah, because you just get 2 level 3s in and call it a day.
You also have that cool Ricky that lets you set your level 3s in clock.
Yeah, so it's not an issue. All right, moving on.
All right,
Brian.
We've got level 3 Miku in the Wedding Veil. If this card has a marker under it, this card gains 2,500 power, and when this card is front attacked, you may ditch a card, pop it back to hand. And when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, check the top card of your deck. If it's a Quints character, you can put it underneath this as a marker. Also on play, you can heal. So it's a healer that pops back and generates a marker every time it's played.
3-2 Futaba. It's so weird. I mean, it's like a Dirtle card, right? It wins its lane.
Yeah, it sits at 11. If it gets hit over, you can pop it back, heal again. It gets its marker back.
It's like the Kuro Bomb almost, but like worse.
Yeah, it also doesn't early play or anything. It seems kind of awkward to field at 3.
Yeah, well, again, it's just worse than the Kuro Bomb in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Kuro Bomb profile is like hella broken, and they never print it again. This is like the most milquetoast version of the Kuro Bomb ever. It needs to like hit a condition. It has to win its lane. The Kuro Bomb's like, okay, kill literally anything. When I kill something, pop back to hand and I heal. Like, They don't
Yeah.
print shit like that anymore, even in a set like
It's
Quints.
Rushia Bomb.
What?
Like
Who?
the Rushia Bomb.
Who's
It
that?
is
Oh, it's a random card that they put in Hololive. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. Not a
It's a
V2.
green. It's a green card. It's pretty hype.
Mm-hmm. All right, next. 3-2 Itsuki. If you have experience 6, this card gets 1500 power, making it 11k in the following effect. You can pay 3, discard a character, burn 2 on attack. And then when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you get to heal. Nice little off finisher. I cut this card from my deck. I did pick some up, but I don't think I wouldn't fault anybody for playing it if they had the slot. I just think your slots are pretty tight, and the finisher is so easy to do, and it's so hard to whiff that you don't have a need for off finishers. My take on that deck, but I think the card itself is fine.
Yeah, good card,
like
but
a-
I think it just gets outvalued by other cards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Carmen's right. It's just too easy to try field the finisher because you're always on a 9-card hand anyway. You don't really need this.
And the card digs 3, and yeah, you see so many cards almost impossible. Tanner.
All right. Level 0, 500 power, Miku. On play, reveal the top card. If it's a Quints character or event, you may place it under this card with a marker. On attack, if this has a marker, it gains 3k. And pay 1 at the beginning of Encore step. If you don't have any rested characters, you may rest this card. Does that keep the marker?
Yes.
Because it's at beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, it never hits
Doesn't
waiting
hit
room. It
waiting
just
room.
gets rested.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the 3/5 on attack Harn Encore. You could do a lot worse. I think it's fine. It depends if you care about stock in the early. You don't. This card's probably okay.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gimped Miku so hard in this set.
Yeah,
I
they
haven't
gave her the
played,
markers, which are which you think would be inherently very strong because markers are powerful, and then they went out of their way to gimp the marker mechanic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which makes them suck.
I think I know the Bushiroad employees who made these cards favorite and least favorite girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. All right. Who's this? Is Tyler, right?
I think
Yeah.
it's Tyler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler. Okay.
Okay, all of your other set 2 Yotsuba finisher gains 1500 power in the following effect. When this card's level 2 or a higher battle opponent is reversed, revealed top. If it's a Quints character, you may salvage a Quints character. And this effect activates up to once per turn. When your other Yotsuba set 2 finishers placed on stage from hand or memory, you may choose one character in your waiting room and send it to stock.
Pretty hype for that
I
card.
still don't believe. I've never tried it, but just reading this, I still don't believe that this makes that card good.
Well, okay, that package when it doesn't heal, I don't think is good. Just in general, I mean, you've all played against Brandon playing Dear My Sister.
They get you a deck.
Yeah, it's you slam the climax, they all come out, they heal, and then you go oh my god, all that damage I did, it doesn't mean anything. You can send them back to memory and do it again. Because the Yotsuba doesn't have an on-enter effect, it just makes it, even though this is giving it a pseudo on-enter effect, it's not good enough. Not good enough. Not when you have a much better finisher to play.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Next card. Back to Bryant.
Another good card.
Level 0 Itsuki. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you can pay 1, ditch 1. If you do, search your deck for a Quints character and shuffle. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, if you have experience 2 or higher, check 2, choose a card from among them, add it to hand, and discard a card. So a selective filter effect and a drop search on a single body with Itsuki in name, if that's a card you wanted to play in your Itsuki deck.
This is the best double filter profile that you could hope for because it's stapled to another utility card. God forbid you remember the ReZero days. We played 2 of this profile just for the second effect, and the card did nothing else. It was a 1/0/1500, and we played that card and we were happy about it. And now you get it on a drop searcher for like a cost that any deck can reasonably fulfill. Cards really good. You also have to hit combo in the Itsuki deck for it to like really pop off. Want to get to that big hand size. So this is just another non-intrusive way to add like a dig into your deck. Level 0 Yotsuba. If you have 2 or less stock, it's 1500. When this card's battle opponent's reversed and you had another Quints character, you may draw a card. If you do, card in your hand, send it to waiting room. 3500 on reverse draw ditch. That's a card.
Fine.
It's like a Black Panther, a fucking what's the Adventure Time card? Marceline, the Hambo. It's like a Hambo that your opponent can't crash into and force you to ditch. You can always draw. Unless you're in the cool Weiss Schwarz deck out situation, which I hope never are.
Then you just die.
Then you just lose. Okay. Next.
Alright, 1/0 2K Yotsuba. On play, if you have 2 or more other characters with Yotsuba in their name, you can draw a card, ditch a card. And when you level up, you can pay the cost, which is pay 1, send this to memory. If you do, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose a character with Yotsuba in its name, reveal it to your opponent, and send the rest to the waiting room. And also choose one of your characters with Yotsuba in the name, rest this card, give it 2k for turn.
This card sounds bad. Tyler, is this card bad?
Not bad.
Okay. There you go. I was going to say, is this like... This played? No.
I'm not fighting with you on that. No.
Yeah, I was going to say no. This card seems bad.
Card, so.
You know, I thought this card was good until I reread it and saw when you level up, and I was like, nope, card sucks.
Yeah, any card that says when you level up is usually a little bit rough unless it's really cracked.
This card would be really good if that didn't have that.
No. Or if it was a level 0. You got some deck speed on first deck.
Yeah.
Next.
Alright, 1/0 Miku. All of your other Miku set 2 finishers gain 1000 power and hand encore. And then also when this card is placed on stage from hand, you may pay the cost, which is ditch 1. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 of the Miku finisher, reveal to your opponent, and add it to hand.
Huh.
Free hand filter.
You play that combo, it seems okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you're giving your restander combo hand encore. I guess you're trying to field it resolve it multiple turns in a row. I guess.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Miku package sucks. Cards suck.
The restander's okay.
Yeah, it's just free restand on cancel, so it's cheap, if nothing else.
It's also a cantrip on play.
Okay.
Boy, the card doesn't even heal? So what's the point of hand encore? You ain't living.
Alright.
Now it is.
Alright. Next.
It turns the cantrip into the ability to save itself,
to save itself, yeah. Alright. Back to Brian.
Alright, level 1 Itsuki. If you have experience 2 or higher, this card gains 500 power for each of your other quintuplets characters, up to a max of 6,500. And when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you can rest another quintuplets character and swap a card into your level zone. So a little bit of extra assurance for your level that you don't really need because you've got that cracked Ricky already.
Yeah, this is I'm usually an apologist of these cards in experienced decks. But you have no reason to play this.
You really don't need it, yeah.
Definitely more than enough.
Alright, 2/1/1 Miku, actually. Very smug. When your other Quints character attacks during this turn, this card gets X power. X is equal to the number of your other Quints characters times 500. Hand encore. It's the fucking 1/1 can hit 10k profile we've seen all the time. They're decent in standby metas. That's all I got.
It's fine.
It's a
Especially-
Miku though. So
Yeah,
give it a
especially when
minus.
those.
Miku's hype, Tony.
Yeah. These cards are good when people are playing like they can't be reversed by costiers. They're a decent
Mhm.
a decent tech that lets you hit over things even in non-standby matchups.
I guess it's fine.
But that's
yeah.
about it. Yeah.
You gonna rate it, Brian? Even
I-
on the edge of our seat.
Perhaps, yeah.
All right.
If I feel like it.
All right. Event time, Tanner.
All right, 3/2 event. You can play this without meeting color requirement. Choose a card in your hand, reveal it. If you do, choose a character with the same color as that card and one climax of the same color, and in your waiting room and add them to your hand. So it's pay 2, reveal a card, grab that same card and a climax.
It turns
Kinda
into a
hype.
copy of your finisher and your climax.
Yeah, I don't know if the card's great, but I like it. It's cool.
Seems
Run
pretty
it.
cool.
I've never been able to use it. So I don't know.
Eh,
I'm gonna give it a B because it's fun.
I don't think it's good. I don't like it. I don't like
It's
I
plus
it.
don't
one.
like it. I can't say I like it or don't like it yet because I've never played it.
Pay 2+1, correct?
It is a pay 2+1.
In my mind, this card's insane, but I
Yeah.
know as soon as I play, it'll never have it happen.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's cracked in my brain and it'll stay that way.
theoretically, absurd.
It's
Yeah,
cracked in my
This
brain.
card's got potential.
Oh my
For
god.
sure.
Yeah, it is a
Keyword.
potential card. All right, last one, Tyler.
We got the 2/1 Yotsuba counter. Choose up to 2 characters with Yotsuba on the card and its card name in your waiting room. Add them to hand. Choose one card in your hand. Send it to waiting room. Send it to memory. While it's in memory at the beginning of your main phase, you may pay the cost, which is ditch a climax if you did add the card back to hand.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, I actually kind of like this card. I forgot about the memory effect.
Yeah, I mean, as Magical Girl
Pay 1
appears,
plus
you
the
can
other
play it as a counter. You can filter on your opponent's turn in a deck that's playing 8 bars. This is just a better. This is a better fucking Ignite module. And Symphigear played like 3 to 4 Ignite module. This card's fine.
I really like that. Get to your memory.
Yeah, it's just another card. Does this card have Yotsuba in its name, by the way? That's
Doesn't-
important.
Doesn't look like it.
I
I
don't
kn-
think so.
It is called Reason of Transferring. So no. So it doesn't count towards your Yotsuba names, but it does count towards cards in memory. So it's probably fine.
Still
That's
hype.
okay.
I like it.
And you don't have selection in that deck, so I don't know. Maybe it's actually good. The event seems okay.
I do run that in my Yotsuba list.
Yeah, this is
It seems fine, yeah.
converts bars that you trigger that you can't ditch to. Say you trigger 10 billion bars and you don't refresh. You can like filter one out on your opponent's turn and then filter out again and then filter again. That's a way to just rip all the bars out of your hand. Not bad. All right,
I like it.
it's time for standby and more Itsuki cards. We'll see you tomorrow.